Now at 5, as the pandemic continues and more people get coronavirus, there is increasing research showing people can recover from the virus but still have long-term health problems. Here is part 2 of COVID long haulers.
I felt sick on March 12th.
Steve Atkins and his wife Rita were among the first people in Connecticut diagnosed with coronavirus. They live in Clinton and they believe they got it while attending an outdoor concert in Madison in early March.
There was a guy on the other side of the table, to my back to him, with a pretty bad cough, coughing in my direction.
Rita wound up sick too.
I had all the symptoms.
Steve spent 2 weeks at Yale New Haven Hospital. Rita recovered at home, but both now have long-term health issues. Steve has AFib, an irregular heartbeat, and Rita has constant exhaustion. They are COVID long haulers, recovered from the virus, but still sick.
And they're not alone. There are now countless online communities of long haulers complaining of brain fog, lack of concentration, fatigue, and many other problems, looking to one another for support.
I think we need to learn a lot more about the long-term consequences of COVID, but what we begin to see through some of these groups is that about 20 to maybe as many as 50% of people will have some kind of persistent problems after hospitalization with COVID.
Dr. Mitchell Elkind is president of the American Heart Association. He says you're more likely to have long-term heart, lung, or neurological problems if you were hospitalized with COVID, but even if you weren't, you can still have them.
There are some people who had mild symptoms, were never hospitalized, who seem to have some evidence of heart injury, for example, even a few months after the virus. And some people have some other what we could generally call neurological complaints, fatigue, headaches, muscle aches and pains, and things of that sort.
Dr. Elkind says pre-existing conditions put you at higher risk, but even healthy people can become a long hauler.
It's absolutely incorrect to think that this virus does not affect young people, healthy people. We are all at risk from this virus. It's true that certain cardiovascular conditions, as well as age, increase the risk of complications, but young, healthy people have gotten very ill, have had strokes. I've seen them. Some have died from this virus. Thankfully, that's rare, but it does happen. We are all at risk.
For Steve and Rita Atkins, they try to remain positive about their new normal and focus on what's good in their life.
What's more important is family and the grandbabies and having fun. So I'll stick to that route a little more and try not to let the things that get you down.
Down, but not out from a virus that for many survivors is like an unwelcome house guest who won't pack up and leave. Patricia Del Rio, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.